What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, wow, we have not come back to these guys in a while. We're coming back to LP. Yes, indeed. LP fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity bob, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Just give me a chance to earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Victoria Maldonado. Victoria Maldonado. And I am LP in the 312. They both want to see me react to this song. It is LP doing their version of the Beyonce song, Halo. Now, have I heard the song before? Yes, I have. I've actually done a reaction to this. I did a reaction, I think it was to Beyonce and Jay-Z performing live together. That reaction, I don't remember if it got blocked fully or got partially blocked, but I remember I remember it got blocked in some way, and I had to put it up on the Patreon page because a lot of people couldn't see it. I think it was only partially blocked, but like the majority of the people that watch the channel, they can't see it, so I had to put it up on the Patreon page, unfortunately. But I have seen them perform this, and I have heard the song, so I'm familiar with the song, sort of, kind of. I did a reaction, but it was a while ago. But I have never heard or seen LP do the song. So, to be clear, and to make sure that everybody's on the same page here, full disclosure here, I will not be reacting to the song itself in any way, shape, or form. I've already done a reaction to that. It's either on the Patreon page if you can't see it, or it's on here on the channel. I don't know where it is in your country. Yeah, it's either, you can find it in one of the two places. But I will only be taking into consideration how LP does the song, their rendition, their interpretation, their cover of the song. Did they do the song note for note, beat for beat, tone for tone? Is it a carbon copy, or did they put their own little spin on it? They put their flavor on it. Did they make it their own? I have no idea. We'll find out. This was posted by LP, okay? And the video has 86.2 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. LP, Halo, Beyonce cover. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Oh, upright bass, nice. Can't believe I'm gonna say this. I cannot believe I'm gonna say this. I'm a bass player, and I gotta say, the bass is a little loud in the mix. I can't believe I'm saying this. Yeah, the bass is a little loud. It needs to be brought down a little. Not a lot, just bring it down a little bit. But right now, the bass is like at the forefront. That's scary. I mean, like I said, I love bass, man. I'm a bass player myself, so I always appreciate it when I can hear the bass in the mix. But that even to me, that's a little loud. Ooh.
didn't even put up a fight. You didn't even make a sound. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. Standing in a light of your halo, I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking is the risk that I'm taking, and I'm never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can feel your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can see your halo. I pray it won't fade away. I can feel your halo, halo, halo. Can see your halo, halo, halo. Can feel your halo, halo, halo. I can see your halo, halo, halo. Ooh. Hit me like a ray of sun.
Yeah. She's doing great. Great power, great projection, hitting the notes, getting the register, getting the range. Absolutely. Couple of places where it is sounding a little pinched, but here's the thing. It's a little pinched in a couple of places, but I have a feeling that's for effect. I don't think it's because she's struggling to hit the notes, because she'll go higher with no pinch. Now, maybe that's because she's going up and getting a little pinch because she's staying in a chest voice, or she's going into a blend voice. But then when she goes up into a falsetto, it gets very clean. Now, that's possible, but I have a feeling that pinch is a little, it's a little too, how should I say this? It's a little too convenient to be being put in the places it's being put to be accidental. I have a feeling it's being done on purpose. I have a feeling. I don't know, but my gut's telling me she's getting that pinched voice on purpose. So, for effect. That's fine. Band doing an outstanding job behind her. Sounds good. Let's keep going here.
Burning through my darkest nights. You're the only one that I want, and I'm addicted to your light. I swear I'd never fall again, but this don't really feel like falling. Gravity can't forget to pull me back to the ground again. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking is the risk that I'm taking. I'm never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can feel your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can feel your halo, halo. I pray it won't fade I could be your halo, halo, halo. I could see your halo, halo, halo. Your halo, halo, halo. Could see your halo, halo, halo. Could be your halo, halo, halo. Could see your halo, halo, halo. Could be your halo,
Kind of a rock feel, but nice. I like that. You see what I mean? She goes up high right there. I didn't hear any pinch. I didn't hear any strain. Now, like I said, it could be because she's changing her style of singing from a chest voice to a blend voice to a falsetto. It's very possible that's what's happening. Or she just has a very clear, strong, clean, powerful blend voice, which is also very possible, extremely possible, more than likely. But either way, it sounds really good. But there's no pinch at all, even though she's going higher than when she was pinching. So I really believe the pinch is on purpose. I really do. I'm digging the vibe from the band on this. I'm digging the approach, having that more of a rock approach, not just more grandioso. It's not just more dramatic. It's actually more of a rock feel than what I remember in the original. So that's a nice touch. I like that. I definitely like that. It was a great idea to bring that rock feel into it for sure. Let's keep going. Nice. Really nice job. I want to say something, but I need to be very careful about what I say. Otherwise, I'm going to have a lot of people after my head. Let me think about it. Let me think about the score I'm going to give it and my reasonings, obviously. And I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was LP with their rendition of the Beyonce song Halo. This was a request from Victoria Maldonado, and I am LP in the 312. Okay. Let me give my score first, and then I'm going to say some things that are probably going to upset quite a few people, but I don't really care. They can come from my head all they want. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 9.2. Yep, 9.2. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score I feel this song deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, let's do it. Let's say it. Let's rip off the Band-Aid and let's let the hate come on. Bring on the hate.
A riot is an ugly thing. And once you get one started, there is little chance of stopping it, short of bloodshed.
And I'm saying this because I'm about to say something that's going to upset a lot of Beyonce fans. I think this version is better than the original.
A riot is an ugly thing. And I think that it is just about time that we had one!
I'm sorry, I know, heresy. Oh, how dare I? How dare I disrespect Beyonce like that? How dare I say that this version is better than the original? How dare that I possibly take Beyonce down a peg? Oh, heaven forbid. Guys, number one, it's my opinion, okay? Just my opinion. I'm not saying this to be fact. I'm not saying this to be the gospel. I'm not saying this to be the undeniable truth. I am saying this strictly as my opinion. Take that for what it's worth. Number two, not every song from Beyonce is gonna be a 10. I'm sorry, that's impossible. Not every song from Beyonce is gonna be a 9. I'm sorry, again, that's impossible, okay? And I hate to tell you this, but every once in a while, there's gonna be a cover that is done that is going to exceed the original. I'm sorry, it's going to happen.
That's the fact, Jack! That's a fact, Jack!
I'm gonna say this as respectfully as I can. For those Beyonce fans who are upset and are genuinely like hating me right now for me saying that, get over yourselves.
It's just hard.
There, I said it. Now, do I believe that this version was better than the original? Yes, I do. I do. Listen, no disrespect to Beyonce whatsoever. I have all the respect in the world for her as a vocalist, as a performer, as a songwriter, the whole shebang, okay? She is the whole package. And I freely admit that, I acknowledge it, and there's no disputing that. However, having said that, I like this rendition. I would actually listen to this again. I actually would. This was a great reimagining. And I am saying a reimagining because they did not just carbon copy this. They put their own spin on it. They put their own feel on it. They put their own flavor on it. And they made it far more of a rock song than the original was. I liked this version. I really did. I thought this was a fantastic cover. Great job to LP for doing this. A great service and putting your own flavor, your own spin on it. And in my opinion, making it better than the original. Now, everybody in the band did a fantastic job. I will say, I do feel like at the beginning of the song, the bass was really coming through in the mix. Now, after she came in with her vocals, all of a sudden the bass came down. Now, I don't know if that's because he stopped bowing and went more to plucking. That is a possibility. That might be the reason why. But when he was bowing, it was loud. And this is coming from a bass player. You know, I love hearing bass. But even that was a little bit much. But now do I blame the band for that? I don't know if I could blame the band for that. I think that's more of a mixing issue and a recording issue more than is the band. The band was just doing what they were supposed to do. The drumming on this was nice. I liked it. But when it kicked in, it was really well done. But here's the funny thing. Sometimes it's not about what you play, it's what you don't play. And with the fact that they did not have the drummer come in at the beginning, and the fact that they had the drummer lay out at the end, I think that was a big, big plus. I think that really kind of helped in the dynamic shift of the song. I think that was a big deal. So great job, not just playing well, but knowing when not to play. Piano and bass were really locked in on this, especially at that ending. I don't know if you saw it, but they were watching each other to, decelerando together, and it was really well done. Really, really well done. The guitar tone in this was outstanding. I could not have picked a better guitar tone for this. Or guitar tones, I should say tones. Having that clean patch when it was a little quieter, and then kicking into that light distortion patch when it got into the more rock, and very fitting. I'm glad they picked the distortion patch they did. It did not get too heavy, it did not get too thick, it did not get too overdriven. It was just enough to add a little bit of an edge to the tone. It was really well done. Her vocals on this, wow. Again, no disrespect to Beyonce, but wow. Her vocals on this were fantastic. I love the vocal flips, those constant vocal flips. I've heard people call them yodel flips, and I don't know if I agree with that necessarily, but I mean, it's a lot of the same technique, flipping that valve in the throat to give it that, that type of feel. I get it. I understand why people would call it a yodel flip, but I just heard it called vocal flip, so that's why I always refer to it. But great control and great usage without overusing those vocal flips. Her range, wow, way different from the last time I saw them. Really getting up there, and not just getting up there, but getting up there very strongly, very powerfully, great projection and great clarity. There were times where her vocals were getting pinched, and I have a feeling that was done on purpose. Like, that was done intentionally for effect, because like I said, I would hear her get up higher without the pinch. Now, I was thinking about it. Once she was going up and it was getting pinched, maybe she was in chest voice. And then when she went up higher, she changed to a blend or a falsetto voice. That is possible, but I don't know. I don't know for sure, so I can't say for sure. But in either case, the effect was effective. It did do the job. I just don't know if it was intentional or if it because she was hitting her limits in chest, and when she went up higher, she had to change her vocalization style. Either way, it's fine. It worked out. It never sounded bad. That's the important thing. Yeah, she did a great job, and her performance, man, that was really well done. I love how she was moving on the stage, constantly interacting with the members of the band, not in a physical way, not like, reaching out and touching them, but just, walking over to them and acknowledging them, and they would acknowledge her back. And then she left the stage completely and went out into the crowd to acknowledge the crowd and be among the crowd. I've always said this about going into the crowd. Be careful. Now, in a situation like this, far more intimate, far more subdued, I don't know who was in the crowd. It may have been friends of the band for all I know. Or it might have been executives that were there for a showcase. I don't know. But in any case, they were there, and it was a far smaller, more intimate. You can kind of let your guard down in a situation like that. You can, because I'm sure security is tight, and I'm sure it's a smaller audience with people who know the band, respect the band, and they're not going to do anything crazy. So going on in the crowd like that, I got no problem with at all. When you go onto a crowd like at a festival, you got to be careful. You have to be, because you don't know what everybody's intentions are. And I'm sorry, but ever since the Dimebag Darrell incident, you don't know who anybody's intentions are when it comes to fans and bands. So, I'm not saying be afraid. I'm not saying live in fear. I'm just saying be aware and be careful. Do what you gotta do to protect yourself. But that was a great performance overall. What brought this up to the 9.2 more than anything else, though, were her vocals. Man, her vocal performance was outstanding. Mind-blowing at times. Yeah, I did have my mind blown up more than once. There were a couple times I sat there, I was like, wow, that's impressive. And that happened like 3 or 4 times. So yeah, I didn't have a choice, guys. I had to bring it up to the 9.2. And again, Beyonce fans, no disrespect to Beyonce in any way, shape, or form. All I'm saying is I prefer this version better than the original. That's all. In closing, for all those Beyonce fans who are ready to call for my head and are thinking about leaving rude comments and, calling me out and stuff like that, hey, you know what? You're more than welcome to do that. If that's what you feel inclined to do and you feel compelled to do that, you're more than welcome to do that. But understand that if you get personal with me, you're going to get blocked and you're never going to be heard from again on the channel. That's number one. Number two, and I'm going to say this to all the LP fans. Now, I know when I did my very first reaction to LP, I mistakenly thought that the lead singer was a guy. I did, okay? Now, granted, she was singing in a lower register. The way that she was walking around, she was literally strutting around, looked very, very reminiscent of like Mick Jagger. And I kind of got the vibes of that. So I made the assumption that it was a guy, okay? Singing in the lower register, walking the way that she was walking, moving the way that she was moving, singing the way that she was singing. I was under the impression it was a guy. Everybody in the comments pretty much let me know that it was a gal, it was a chick, it was a girl. And I freely admit I made a mistake, okay? I did. Now, in a lot of the comments that I was reading, they were lighthearted, they were joking, they were fun. Hey, I can handle that. I'm the first one to laugh at myself, so I got no problem with that. But when you get personal with me and you sit there and you call me all these names and you say I'm being disrespectful and you don't understand the plight of women and stuff like that, guys, in all seriousness, I made a mistake, okay? Get over it. Seriously, get over it, okay? I am calling her by the proper pronoun here. It is a female, it is a woman, it is a chick, it is a gal, it is a girl, it is a female, and I really and fully acknowledge that A, I made a mistake, and B, she is a female. Okay? Now, if I see any comments like that in this video, again, you guys can have fun with it. I got no problem with it. Look, if I can't joke and make fun of myself, then I have no business doing this. So I got no problem with people, I can't believe you thought she was a chick. Haha, that's hilarious. That's funny. I got no problem with that. That's cool. But when you sit there and you make disparaging comments toward me and you make, accusations at me and stuff like that, that also is a great way to get yourself blocked, as a lot of those people on that other reaction found out when they got blocked. So, yeah, let's try to keep it friendly. Let's try to keep it upbeat. Let's try to keep it lighthearted. Like I said, I fully acknowledge I made the mistake. I'm correcting it. So here we are. She did a great job. Okay? Let's leave it at that. 9.2, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.